Another business task is to get some really good inspection tools. Now, what do you really need as a home inspector in the beginning? You need a flashlight and a GFCI tester. That's about it. Then you start thinking about, well, obviously you need software and a device, a mobile device. But you get to a point where you then start thinking about these big tool bags. I love these tool bags. So let me show you what's in my tool bag. I got my hat, obviously, and it says CPI. You can put your customized logo on this. So we can do this for you. You can get a cap with a customized logo, a badge, it's called, I think, and then get your customized logo from the Internet member marketing team. Or you can just buy a CPI hat. I think they're like $5, $7, $10, who knows. So that's a good one. Or this hat here is, it can come with the head protection, which is really important for me down in the crawl space, attic spaces. It's important to protect yourself. So PPE. We also have other kinds of products. This is a special tool that I have. Definitely, you need this tool to keep you going. Also, within the tool bag, I bring my tool bag immediately when I park away from the house and bring my stuff. I bring everything. The tool bag includes the 3-ring binder, and we'll talk about this. But inside the binder, you have all these marketing pieces, a letter for the homeowner saying that we kept our shoes, our indoor shoes only. We wore them inside. And then if you wanted to print the report, it's bound there. And then obviously the home maintenance book is included in here. People like, especially nowadays, some people like to feel the weight of something printed and bound and put in a really nice binder. And I have a copy when I bring my tools up in my bag. I have a copy of that in my tool bag. Infrared, right? So you can get an infrared camera. Obviously, knee pads are important, right? And then you've got the spheres, right? You don't want more than a 4-inch sphere in the space between the spindles of a railing, and then the 6 and 6¼ inch sphere. And then, well, you've got the headset, right? You need a flashlight in order to get into the crawl space. It's kind of neat. You got all these different kind of lights going on. Okay, and then this is handy. It's a 6-in-1. So there's this thing, it pulls out, and then you get the screwdriver tip, and then it's flat or Phillips, and then you can also use this part to take off something. So I always take off the front panel of heating systems. You got to protect yourself. So some goggles, and then a high lumens flashlight. This is really all you need in the very beginning. You just need a flashlight. And high lumens LED, obviously. If you're doing stucco or WDO, this is kind of handy. I mean, it's an extendable mirror, right? So you can take a look. There's my webcam. So you can take a look at that. Like you can use this to see underneath some things. So if you wanted to see, let's say, behind there you go. So what I do is to help identify stucco exterior or EIFS, I'll go along the bottom of the wall and look for, like a drainage plane, look for the thickness, look for, the features of the flashing and things like that. That'll help identify the type of stucco. There's about 12 different types of stucco out there. Then there's other things like, the gas leak sniffer and the carbon monoxide detector, and you got the voltage leak. There's voltage up there, yep. Stop. And then the obvious regular GFCI tester. And if you want to get fancy, you get the EMF stuff, right? I'm never quite sure about that EMF stuff. And then to protect yourself, this is attic and crawl space for sure. And then if you wanted to do a water flow measurement, there's the PSI and the gallons per minute, PSI gallons per minute, and then you can stop and you hook it up to the outdoor spigot, or if you're doing a septic test. And then, there are the non-invasive laser thermometers, to test when there were baseboards or registers, you can just go into a room and click, click, click real fast. Or if you wanted to detect something that's hot or cool in every room or something like that. Electric baseboards are pretty neat. That helps. But the infrared also helps with that. And then there's the GFCI tester and AFCI tester. You can use that. And then just to measure, nailing, if you want to measure the nailing schedule or the thickness of the joist or the space between joists or the trusses or something like that. And then there's the field guide, the WDO field guide. Internet actually has this field guide where you can inspect houses, and then if you come across, the Anabid powder post beetles infestation, you can compare what you and your client see, to what the field guide suggests might be, and they identify. There's I can't do it backwards. There's the answer to what you see. So if you wanted to describe to your client a swarmer of termites, that is what you can say. See, that's what we're seeing there, and this is a close-up of my field guide, and it confirms what I observe. ProLab has really cool things like for mold sampling, use that phrase, while I'm here. So while I'm here, you don't have to test for mold at all, but while I'm here, if you wanted to, I can do a mold swab. We can confirm that it's mold, but it's looking like it is, and yada, yada. And upsell, if you wanted to measure the thickness of an asphalt shingle, these tools are kind of neat. It gives you the grading and how, is it a 20-year or 30-year shingle. You're always in need of a knife, just in case your client really wants to get into the attic space, or you have to cut some silicone to get into the moisture meter. So the moisture meter, you can have these prongs. Let's see, do I have a moisture meter? Yeah. So, this is invasive, I guess. You're going to put 2 holes into something, or non-invasive, so you can see if it's moisture in that way. So, love the tool bags. You got to get tools, and I include a hat as a tool, and your shirt is a tool as well. It's a marketing tool. You can have your logo on the back or your name on the back, but don't spend a lot of money on tools. Again, you need a flashlight. For a big list of affordable inspection tools, visit Inspector Coach. That's inspectorcoach.com. And Alicia has a store of tools that you could find on Amazon, but she does all the work for you to find tools that you may be interested in. And also Inspector Outlet, inspectoroutlet.com, InterNACHI's official store, e-commerce partner. They have obviously tools, and you can take a look at those, like even the fancy drones or a ton of flashlights. And there are, let's say you like this one and you add it to your cart. You are a member or a non-member, and non-members get the discount, as you could see. So there's a significant discount if you're a member or a non-member from Inspector Outlet. Thanks, Inspector Outlet. A big list of recommended inspection tools is at the link. So if you click that and go there now, we made a huge list of inspection tools, and those are pretty cool. There's the regular GFCIs, right? And there's a GFCI, AFCI tester, and you need that circuit analyzer. And it goes on and on and on and on. So thanks, Kenton Shepard, for helping us write that. ProLab, our favorite laboratory, the world's largest environmental laboratory, is where you can get all of the test kits and all the sampling and everything you need, like mold kits. And I use that as a home inspector, and they are quick with laboratory results, and they provide discounts to InterNACHI members. And then to be safe, review the inspector safety equipment, and that's, again, that link to inspector tools, but it's all about safety, like what kind of what kind of tools or equipment you should use if you're going to do the roof inspection, like personal tie-offs and gloves and respirators and the sign, the stay back sign. I think I have one. Hold on a second. Crawl space gloves. These gloves are pretty cool. You can get them at inspectoroutlet.com. So you put on a glove there and you can crawl, and it goes up to your elbow or past your elbow, so you can crawl around in the crawl space. I did a lot of crawl spaces, and then you can put this wherever you deem appropriate, and it's thin enough to put in between the ladder on the rung. Hang it on your ladder to tell everyone to stay back. And also, if you are opening up a hatch and you want people to stay back, if you're looking at an electrical panel, you want people to stay back, you can buy this off of Inspector Outlet as well. There's a lot available in relation to tools. So you need good inspection tools, and InterNACHI, with their partners, Inspector Coach Tools and Inspector Outlet Tools, we have all the resources you need in order to, and InterNACHI uses, again, its size in order to negotiate with vendors to reduce the price. So InterNACHI helps you save money. When you need a good inspection tool, you know where to go.